The computer is not happy with my decision to go live right now. However, we are live nonetheless. And hopefully, this sort of situation will be manageable for my computer. Otherwise, oh, it's gonna be a weird few months. What's up, duelists? We're live. We're dueling Edison. We're gonna be making some decks, hanging out, vibing. You know this. You know what's up. You know what's up. What's up, duelists? Okay, first things first. I had a dream. Strange dream about a hero beat deck that I wanted to build. A hero beat dream. Good evening, Eric. Stratos. Okay, I had a dream that I wanted to build a deck with 3 Captain Gold. And I think I did this recently. But then I was like, Captain Gold has a unique quality, right? It's a light monster that goes immediately into the graveyard. So what can we do with that? Like, how can we utilize that as like a resource? And I was thinking Soul of Purity and Light at first, but then I totally forgot that Freed is actually kind of nuts, and he's also a Rota target. And so you can like get 2 lights in your grave pretty easily for Freed, and then maybe play a couple Freed. Play Honest. And then Freed can blow them up, and then blow stuff up, and then Voltic can bring these back. Or Voltic, yeah. Voltic could bring them back. This was kind of my thought process. I don't know if it's like... I don't know how sound it is. It seemed like it could be pretty good. That was kind of my thought process, though. Probably want at least 1 alias, just so we have a light monster we can just play that doesn't suck. And then Cyber Dragon, who's another light monster that we could play that doesn't suck. So I was thinking, like, this looks kind of interesting. Like, I don't know if it's like necessarily good or anything, but concept's kind of cool. And then I was thinking maybe like we play another sort of angle, like another type of power angle. But I'm not really sure the power. I couldn't theorize in my half asleep brain beyond just pitch Captain Gold to fuel Freed. That was the only thing I could theorize in my brain. I was like, oh, Freed's pretty good when you can just pump lights into the discard pile, which is what we can do in this deck. So that seems pretty good to me on paper. Because this guy's just straight up +1 on the summon, like, solid monster. And since it's like an aggro, like, beatdown style deck, I was thinking like maybe compulsory. What's up, Rom? How you doing? Like, maybe compulsory. Because that can help us deal with, I don't know, set monsters. I think this deck is going to struggle with set monsters. Like, Skyscraper and Freed, like, between Skyscraper, Freed, and Honest, we can deal with big monsters pretty good. What are your thoughts on the lack of Dragon Turbo representation in recent events? I covered this in my tier list video, where I said that I don't really expect to see much Dragon Turbo moving forward, because it's like a combo deck that loses to the other combo decks. So that was kind of my thought process there. I do think that the other Dragon decks are more resilient, more powerful. And so I think that those are obviously doing better straight up. There's been like multiple Disaster Dragon top 8s at Ultimate Time Wizard. There's been like there's been some pretty big tournament wins in like Europe with Disaster Dragon. What's up, Joseph? How you doing? Enjoy some free pizza on you. Thank you so much, King. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all the love on Twitter today. It made my day, dude. Thank you so much. Much love, Joseph. Hope you're having a good one. I hope I made your drive to work a little bit more interesting. The channel's doing pretty well. That's awesome to hear. Hashtag free pizza, brother. Hashtag. I hope he gets unbanned. Or not. I mean, like... Nah, I'm just kidding. I do hope he gets unbanned. I do hope Konami reverses a lot of their decisions. I think that there's, some movement on Konami's side with the new pricing. We could talk about that. I always have a video in the morning. I'll try to output a bit more. I've been kind of... How cool was it that he topped Las Vegas? It was really cool. I was really happy for him. It was kind of like, it was a nice moment. It was like, oh, he got shafted by some mega corporation trying to, gouge him over, the most ridiculous thing, and then, getting him thrown out of the event and everything. He gets screwed over pretty bad, so I think it was a very deserved top. He's actually, I think, they were talking about it in the Discord. I think Pizza and Majid Khan might be tied for the most Yggdrasil gifts, donations. I believe they've topped the most tournaments. He might be the #1 most RBET topping player at IRL RBETs. What's up, Z-Man? What's up, Hapster? How you doing? So I was telling everyone, the concept behind this deck is, use Captain Gold to, fuel Freed. Captain Gold and Honest to fuel Freed. And then you use Voltic to bring back Captain Gold. I don't know how sound that is, but the theory of it, they're a different breed, man. Huge respect. They're literally all stars. They're really good. I don't even understand how you get that consistent at the game. Because, I think every single time except for... Now, Pizza does have a repeat top with Vayu Turbo. But every single time he had, up until Las Vegas, he had topped with a different deck. So that's kind of cool, to say the least. You've been cooking up Damage Condenser Zombies and Inferno Reckless Psychics. Damage Condenser Zombies sounds cool. That sounds pretty strong. I was playing a zombie deck the other day, but it was more of a light, beatdown zombie deck. I'm a big beatdown player. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I think beatdown decks are my bread and butter, my cup of tea. I think the sort of combo decks Gigaplant, but beyond X Sabers, I think I'm okay with X Sabers, but I think Gigaplant is tough for me. I think it's hard. Voltic is such a cool card. Wish it saw more play. It is a really cool card. We're going to try to make it see more play today. We're going to try to build a really good deck. I'm going to play Solemn Judgment because that's one of the best cards in the game. I'm probably also going to play Trap Dust Shoot. So, keep it simple. Mirror Force. Wish you could post the list but no links. Post them in the Discord and I'll take a look at them afterward. Or wherever. It doesn't have to be in the Discord or whatever. But yeah, post them in the really big Yu-Gi-Oh Discord. I always take a look through what everyone's posting there. People post some really cool decks. They post some someone was posting some today that were really cool. I think it was was it you, Hapster? With the Inferno Reckless Psychics? Yeah, I was just looking at that. I was like, it's weird that you mentioned that because someone was posting that just today. And it was you. It was actually you who was posting it. But yeah, it does look pretty cool. Oppression? Maybe, yeah. We could be an oppression deck here. That doesn't sound too bad, does it? Oppression depends on the other angle of power. So this is a core right here. This is a solid core. But this is not enough power. This is not enough power. We might need to look at some of the Edison format power and see what we could maybe work with. So what is limited to 1 in Edison format? Ocean. We could play Ocean. I'm not opposed to Ocean yet. Miracle Fusion or Oppression. Yeah, so if you're playing a Skyscraper, you need Ocean. That does make a little bit of sense. I'll grab Ocean here in a second. Maybe Sangan. He's pretty good. Maybe Morphing Jar. Definitely Heavy Storm. That card's pretty good. Space Typhoon for sure. Call of the Haunted is pretty strong. Kind of conflicts with Depression though, so not super sold on that. Let's go with the Torrential. Morphing Jar is busted. It's very broken. We could maybe be a Chaos angle. Not sure though. Not sure yet. Brain Control seems good, especially in a beatdown deck. We don't have a lot of conversions for it, but just like going for damage is pretty good. Card Trooper is interesting. Card Trooper helps set up for Freed, which is cool. So possibly Card Trooper, possibly Grand Mole. Grand Mole helps us deal with set monsters. I was saying earlier that we have a little bit of issues with set monsters. We have no problems with like big monsters. We got Skyscraper, Freed, Honest. So we've got a lot of ways to deal with big monsters, but we don't have a lot of ways to deal with set monsters specifically. Like, Raiko's going to have kind of a field day. 2 for wanting us. Pop Skyscraper, destroy Captain Gold. We might be on the skill drain angle. Like skill drain so we can normal summon Captain Gold. That might be somewhere we go with this. We can maybe consider something like Rescue Cat. That's kind of a cool option. Sort of. Just like a small Rescue Cat package for like a power play. Because like if you use Rescue Cat plus Captain Gold and you grab Raiko, then that's 2 lights for Freed. That's kind of cool. Let's see what else we got. Destructotron out of 1 of. They were talking about that in the Discord yesterday. Like, they were actually pretty high on it. I'm like, doesn't sound too bad. Gores is a little bit of power, maybe. And of course, Bryonic. Okay, Blackwing Gale? Yeah, possibly. Possibly Gale if we go the Chaos route. I'm just still figuring stuff out. Like the full configuration. I don't think we're going to play Sangan. Are we going to play Sangan? I might play Sangan. He's kind of good. Okay, let's put Gale there, just so we have it. Food for thought. Alright, so that's limited to 1. Let's see what's limited to 2 real quick. We will probably play Bottomless. Card's good. Diva. Diva's not exactly power. It's just more normal summon, sadly. What is Sangan searching? If we were to play Sangan, we would probably add another target like Grand Mole. But right now it's searching just Honest and Voltic. So it's not like amazing. Play Future Fusion. Right now the only thing we can Future Fusion for is Cyber Twin Dragon. So we could play Future Fusion, but I'm not sure if we're going to go that route quite yet. If we add Ocean, we could play Future Fusion. But then if we draw Ocean, Future Fusion's dead. Thoughts on the new cards? What do you mean the new cards? Like the modern cards? I haven't looked at them yet. Sorry. You're playing Ocean though, I thought. Yeah, we might play Ocean. Bubble Man for the high roll, or is it just bad? I have no idea. I like Bubble Man in decks where you've got Diva. Thoughts about Common Charity, Neos, and Sparkman? So, Neos, you'd have to play the other Neos. And that seems a little silly to me. It could be fun and it could be strong. I don't want to say it's not, but I just think that like oftentimes you're gonna draw Common Charity and not have a vanilla. Like you wouldn't play Allure with only so many darks, right? Like, so why would you play Common Charity, which is worse than Allure with even less normals? You know what I mean? Bubbleman won't be live ever. Yeah, it'll be kind of tough for Bubbleman to be live unless your opponent just owns you, which then Bubbleman will be live. If you need power, try adding Ancestral Recall and a couple Moxen. Good pitch. Snowman Eater. He doesn't really help us deal with sets. He helps deal with like monsters that are attacking us, but we can kind of deal with that already with all our other stuff. Starlight Road for sure. Okay, I'm liking the Starlight Road suggestion. Unless we end up on Oppression. Actually, no, yeah, even with Oppression, we'd still want 1 Starlight Road. Okay, so we got a Starlight Road. We've always liked Gale in decks with Cyber Dragon and just in general. Gale doesn't seem terrible. Hero beat? Yeah, some type of hero deck. It's gonna be like, there was another card I was thinking of that could be really interesting. If we get this Freed thing going, if we get this poppin', then Return might be pretty good. You don't know why more people don't play Road? I don't know either. It's not like the best card against Frogs and Value Turbo, but it's really good against Blackwings, and it's just a really nice insurance against Heavy Storm, Torrential, and Mirror Force. So I think playing one Starlight Road in just about any deck is not a terrible decision. Honestly, it's not. It depends on how far down the banish. Isn't Freed in the picture of Dimensional Prison? You guess it's a must. I guess we'll find out. We'll see. Skill Drain, maybe? Yeah, definitely. Maybe Skill Drain. Is that Freed? That is Freed. Alright, let's get a Deep Prison in there. It lets you place a Reckless. Yeah, true. It lets you just switch your brain off. That's why I think it's fantastic. I think this card is just an all-star. We might even play two. Compulse is godlike with Stratos. You guys are right. Say less. Double Compulse, 30 call, possibly. One of Deep Prison. I'll add more if we need to. I'm not like heavily attached to it or anything. I'm gonna add Call because right now we're on like mono normal summons and 2 Cyber Dragons, so I'm gonna add Call. We may side the Oppression, side the Skill Drains, or main the Skill Drain. I'm not really sure if we're gonna go side Oppression, main Drain, but somewhere we're gonna have both of these because I think they're just too strong not to play. Did you ever watch the Red Gadget video on best cards to start with? I did, but I also think that data is very easy to misinterpret because, like, what he does is he takes all of the matches across a wide range of, like, skill points and a wide range of ladder videos. So, like, if you're a new player and your opponent's also a new player, which is going to be the majority of ladder matches, right, is, like, newer or mid-level players, and one of you guys starts with Black Whirlwind, probably the player with Black Whirlwind is going to be the player without it. If you're a new player, if like the higher in skill you get, the more and more you can like build a deck with like Injection Fairy Lilies and like beat Blackwings. Like that's literally that's why Edison's so good, is because the better you get, the more you crush that gap and crush those percentages down to like near zero or whatever. All the cards are very deck dependent anyway. Yeah, that's you. Power, Miracle Fusion, Future Fusion. Yeah, we could do that. I'm not. It's not entirely off the table yet. Oh, fuck. We can't play 3 of these. There's just a second one on the side. Shit. Still interesting that Starlight Road hit the top 30. Starlight Road is really good. People in the actual format basically played one in everything that wasn't, like, Lightsworn or Frogs. And Frogs didn't really exist back then. But, like, everyone played, like, one in everything. And there were some decks that were just straight up playing 3. Saying, like, I don't even care if I break on 1. If the first one resolves, then I win the game. And I think having that, like, level of, like, turn the tides card is so important that we're gonna go with 2. And we're gonna go with 2 Skill Drain as well, I think. I think it's gonna be a Skill Drain build. Yeah, that looks pretty good. What was it? Ocean was the one we wanted to add? One of? Okay, how many normal summons is this? Not counting Honest, not counting Cyber Dragon, we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can play 1 more normal summon. Why do people think Starlight Road sucks? You can play around it. So, like, if your opponent just never procs it, then it's a dead card. It's wholly reactive. And it's not the hardest card to play around. But it depends. It depends. You can force your opponent to have to play into it. Like, if I just put up 4 back row and I, like, summon 2 monsters and I'm beating down my opponent, then it's like you have to Mirror Force. Like, you're going to have to flip that Mirror Force. Sopal, we could do Sopal if we go the return angle. Did I put return? Yeah, where did I put that? I want to put that here. Water that works under drain. Yomi ship. No, I'd probably just play another Ocean. Because he's still like 2,500 attack. We don't really care about water. We're not playing Miracle Fusion anyway. I'm just playing Ocean because if you can defend it, you get a +1. It's not bad. What is the venue for RBET Chicago? Is it not in the sign-up sheet yet? Is the address not in the sign-up sheet? Let me double check. The address is on the sign-up sheet. You'd rather put your opponent into a situation where they need to play around it. Exactly. That's kind of my opinion on Starlight Road. I think it's pretty good. It can be played around, though. It can be. And it could be read pretty easily. So it's like you trade off information for power. or potential power. High ceiling, a little bit lower floor. Always representing road 2-for-1s traps like tarantula or either force. Also, like if your opponent plays around road game 1, you can just side them out game 2, game 3. Like you can just side them out, and then they, you know, it's taking you to a neighborhood. Well, then that's where it is. If you want to know more about the venue, ask Marcus Hayden, because I believe he is the one who sourced the venue on the project. I don't live in Chicago, so I haven't been there. But I think it's gonna be like just basically a theater or something like that. It's supposed to be pretty cool. They said. And I've seen photos of it. It looks pretty cool. But that was the address I was given. Yeah. 3-dimensional Persian Ocean is a true combo. Yeah, Ocean with multiple Captain Gold is really nice. You guys are kind of cooking. I don't think we need more than one Ocean, because we're not really, like, Miracle Fusioning. But I'll put a second T Prism. RBT Boston Land, that would go crazy. Really depends on, too many external factors, basically. Lucimir says, Starlight Road is low-key the best when you have a deck that should use it, and play as if you have it set, even if you don't. Facts. Bluffing Starlight Road can be almost as powerful as having it in many cases. True. Do we just do Gear Town? We have 5 deck slots, so that's nowhere near enough space for Gear Town. I also don't really want to play Gear Town alongside Cyber Dragon as, like, potential primary threat. But we don't have enough spaces here. Deck spaces here for Gear Town. We got 15 traps. It's quite a bit. Let's try to get some more... Let's get one more dude. Let's just lock in one more dude. I'm trying to think, what's our last dude? Solar Purity and Light could also cheat us around that last dude. This could be like an extra dude. We could have one more dude on top of a Solar Purity and Light. We could go second Alias or third Freed. I don't hate second Alias. It just gives us like a little bit of extra threats. Warrior Lady would be good. We are on double skill drain, but I do like Warrior Lady. If we go Warrior Lady, we could go Return. Prisma seems good. Prisma, we're not playing Miracle, so... Yeah, I don't know. Good morning, Gigavice. Thunder King. Thunder King's not bad. Sopel's kind of interesting. What do you think about Gores being top 30 and Trag being bottom 30? Pepe? I think Gores takes a lot less skill than Trag. So, if anything, those tier lists or whatever just show what people are winning with at low ladder. What are the like less skill intensive cards? But Trag is definitely a card that people mess up with a lot. I've seen a lot of people misplay with it. Later, Rom, have a good night. Hope you have a good Friday night, and things are going well. This is Soul Pal is interesting. It can help get the Voltic live, and it's just like a free summon. You should side Wildheart, boss with Skyscraper. Yeah, that's pretty nice, isn't it? I'm already thinking I'm going to side Nobleman of Cross out, because Raikou is going to be not annoying, but just like, I just don't want to deal with like set Gravekeeper Spy, that sort of thing. Breaker the Magical Warrior for a last monster. Sadly, he's not a light for our 3 dudes that really require lights. Because we got these guys. We got this whole hero set up here. People are saying Warrior Lady. If we're not manning Warrior Lady, we're for sure siding it. Hero Blast is a consideration. Actually, that's a great suggestion. We play 1 Hero Blast. I'm not opposed to it. If only there was a way to get Alias in the graveyard that wasn't Gemini Spark. Because I genuinely don't want to play Gemini Spark if I can avoid it. I think Gemini Spark is very good. We might end up playing like a 1-of Gemini Spark here. And then maybe one more card here at the end. What was it? People were saying Warrior Lady, Future Fusion. We only have 1 water. If we draw it, I don't really want to deal with that. Oh, Future Fusion's a way to get Alias. Oh, okay. Yeah, say less. Maybe we could go Future Fusion. Is it -1 spark? Play Future Fusion and then play a second Ocean? We would have to cut something. We'd have to cut a normal summon, because this is too many normal summons. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. We already have 14. I don't want to go above 14 normal summons. You need 2 discard traps. Karma Cut is something we could do over Gemini Spark. We could do Karma Cut. I do like the one of Karma Cut in this deck. I think that's pretty solid. How does this look? This looks kind of good, straight up. And then for the side, we've got double oppression, double knock, DD Warrior Lady Grand Mole to help us with the set monsters. So we got a bunch of ways to deal with set monsters. Just get some of the shit out of here. We'll side Heavy Storm. We'll side Gores. Gonna side Gale Trooper maybe? Return? Who knows? I'll side another Karma Cut. This looks fun. This looks pretty fun. Want second water, but it looks great. Yeah, that's the big thing, is maybe the second water. Because like if we're actively searching out Ocean, we're just killing our Future Fusion. That being said, we could go like Raptinus and then send double Gemini. Like we could have Raptinus in the, and then we could have Future Fusion send double Light, immediately turn on Freed and Sopel. That's kind of cool too. We could do that. So that's not like, that way at least if we draw the Ocean, we have another option. And then I'm also going to do a Cyber Twin so that we have even a third option for the Future Fusion. Then we'll do double Chimera Tech. Probably cut Honest and play Solidarity. Okay, so we've got fairies, we've got machines. I don't really want to cut the one of the best cards in the deck for a card that's not as good. Like, I think Solidarity is a much worse card than Honest for obvious reasons. Beast King would be good with Skill Drain. Yeah, but it's pretty bad without Skill Drain. It's neither a hero nor is it a light for Freed or Sopel. So unless we draw one of our 2 of Skill Drains, it isn't cutting it. If there was a deck that was playing stuff like maybe Future Visions or Forbidden Chalice or something along those lines, then yeah, maybe Barbaros would be good. Isn't Voltic randomly Thunder too? It is randomly Thunder. Randomly. But I guess it's not randomly. I mean, he's an electric guy, so it makes sense. He's a real electric guy. Alright, let's cut some of these sideboard cards. I actually like siding Trooper. I think he's pretty good against the hamster decks. We're not going to side Gale. We're probably not going to side Return. But we'll side a Karma Cut. We'll side Mask of Restrict for the Frog decks. And we'll side Consecrated Light for the Blackwing decks. And Dust Tornado. That's a good suggestion. We'll side a Dust Tornado just to deal with stuff. I might not be super high on the Card Trooper or the Gores. These two seem a little bit sus. Soul Release? Nah. We should be pretty good into the light decks. I don't really care about banishing Treeborn outside of like Karma Cut. I think Karma Cut's probably the best way to deal with that. Trooper can drop for a second Dust Tornado. So we have Space Typhoon, Heavy Storm, Dust Tornado. What do we need the Dust Tornado for? What do we need it for? What does this deck really need to Dust Tornado? I don't know. Maybe it's cut Gores. Maybe it's drop Gores for second Dust Tornado. Solidarity and Black Garden are not two very commonly played cards. Black Whirlwind, it would help to have Dust Tornado, but we kind of just like kind of okay into that. Like Summon stop Black Whirlwind, and we have 6, 7, 8 of those. Kaiku could be good, but I'm trying to see if this is good enough. Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer is only for Lightsworn, which should be an okay matchup. Not saying it is. I'm not saying I know for sure whether or not it is. But it should be. Okay, matchup. 2x super volley. Fake trap. How does this shit work? Yeah, Skyscraper's not a trap card, so that doesn't work. Yeah. We need Stardust. We need 2 Stardust for the Starlight Roads. Run Phoenix Blade. Phoenix Blade's kind of cute. I can't put it on Voltic Sag. Huh. I can't help but feel like this looks a little underpowered. But nonetheless, I'm gonna get a few synchros in here. I think I'm gonna put a second Absolute Zero, just in case they true nade the Future Fusion. No, not a second Absolute Zero, sorry. A second Gaia. In case they true nade the Future Fusion that is attached to it. And then I'll put a Catastor. Run it once, yeah. We just gotta try it. There's really no other way to know what's gonna happen until we try it. Actually, let's do a few test hands. Let's do like 5 test hands first. If there's a glaring problem, we'll notice it immediately. Trap Stun. I would play Trap Stun, but we got a couple of Floodgates that need to stay active. It says we're weak to dupe block. I drew my first hand. It has 4 ways to prevent the dupe block or deal with it. I don't think we're weak to dupe block. I don't know about that one. I do not know. Okay. No return. I don't know. Maybe it should be return. Returning back honest and then bouncing it is always good, obviously. This hand is interesting. Okay, this is a hand that has some weird shit in it, for sure. But we could, like, instantly get this guy live. So this goes Stratos, search Captain Gold, Future Fusion, send, I don't know, random light monster, and that. We have E-Call for Voltic, special the Soul Pal, set compulsory, set Karma Cut. Gold Sark? I don't really know what we're sarking for. That we wouldn't just rather have an active card. Okay, here's the first hand with Freed. Here's the first hand with Freed. How does it look? This is a playable hand. This is not a bad hand. But we don't have a way to, like, get this guy popping right away. That's kind of the issue with Freed. He's kind of like a Pot of Avarice type card that's reactive. So, what do you call this deck? Freed Heroes, I don't know. Probably just Light Beat, something like that. Okay, the next card's E-Call. So, we would instantly get the Freed live because we can E-Call for Stratos. Stratos gets us to whatever. And then that gets the engine rolling. Actually, that's not even getting Freed live. That's only 1 light. Okay, next hand. We've got Skill Drain Captain Gold, which is pretty good. We don't have Starlight Road, which is unfortunate. And we don't have a way to get the Hero Blast live. Okay, we might need to slim on some of the... I think we cut 1... Freed? I think we get another hero in here. I don't think we have enough heroes. I think we go a 3rd alias. Cut Karma? Hell no. Okay. Okay, hold on. Cut 1 Freed, replaced with an alias. That gives us better offensive pressure. And it makes the Hero Blast a little bit more alive. Second Ocean, it doesn't make the Hero Blast more alive, and it doesn't make the Freeds better. I'm cutting lights for Freeds and Sopals. It doesn't make sense. Alright, so this is an interesting one. The Ocean not being a light is really annoying. But this is fine. You can go like E-Call for Captain Gold for Skyscraper, summon Ocean, set D-Prison, set Trap Dash Shoot, and be relatively okay here. Because like then you could like draw Ocean back the guy, and then, you know, do things from there if you need to. Third Alias seems different. You get to know if your Ocean D-Prison will resolve after Stratos. I just would skip straight and get the Ocean and play immediately. But that way you can start spamming Captain Gold the next turn. Alright, there's only one way to really figure out what's going on here. We gotta play the game. We could speculate forever, but it's time to duel, boys. Alright, we're gonna play against Young. Good luck, have fun. I'll pick Scissors again. You think he's picking Scissors a third time? I'm going back. Oh, shit. I want Oppression plus Skill Drain main. I have Skill Drain mained. Oppression, I do not have mained. I think Skill Drain's a little better, personally. Okay. Sick. So this hand is good. This hand is really good, actually. Just like silly good for no reason. Special Stratos, normal Stratos, activate the effect. So we'll go get us the probably Captain Gold. And I'll probably fire the first Captain Gold just to get him in the graveyard and go get my Skyscraper. Alright, that was pretty strong. Let's go ahead and set both the Compulsory and the Karma Cut. I am going to use the Compulsory on my own Stratos. I have decided. You're going to build Solidarity Heroes right now? Good luck. I don't think Solidarity is what this deck is missing. Skyscraper kind of does that already. But it does have some utility being able to pump up Wild Heart. I have played Solidarity Bushi before. Soul Exchange. I'm going to compulse my own monster. Can you please wait? You. Yeah, I'm going to... What the fuck? Get out of here. I have 2 back row. What do you think this is? Dust Shoot. Alright, go up. He's gonna take one of my boys. He's gonna take one of my boys. No, not Stratos. This guy is just clicking and not thinking. I have E-Call and Rhoda. What? What is going on? Alright. I'm gonna E-Call for Stratos. We could go Stratos, or we could go Captain Gold straight up. Because I have Rhoda per Stratos later. Captain Gold gets overset Deep Frog. I have Karma Cut if it's Treeborn. I guess I have Karma Cut no matter what, so I should just get the Stratos now. Yeah, so we'll go Stratos. Activate. This is gonna get us, I think... So I want to Karma Cut. What do I want to do here? I want to use Voltic at some point to get my boys popping, you know what I mean? Rhoda can search Voltic. Captain Gold can be our follow-up. Okay, let's go Captain Gold. I'm just going to attack the set. I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm just going to attack the set. Hopefully it's like Treeborn. Yeah, okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to go Karma Cut on Treeborn. Or we could Skill Drain on Caius. Pass turn. I'm thinking we Skill Drain on Caius, because we can just Skyscraper over the stupid Caius. So it doesn't even matter. So enough of Damien bullying, so you're here. Yeah, that was kind of a bullying Damien video. But to be fair, he beats me all the fucking time, so it's deserved. Yeah, this also plays around enemy controller a little bit. I'll just negate that effect. He feels like the enemy controller type. Yeah, he's got main deck, Soul Exchange. Could just be like a Frog Hero deck. I mean, it's not the weirdest thing. Third Captain Gold. Never upset by that. Alright, so let's go for our play here. Activate Skyscraper, normal Captain Gold, battle phase, attack. Our character will go to 3100. Then drop back down and pass the turn. So right now we're just kind of in the trading 1-for-1 camp. I think this probably favors the frog player long term. I'm thinking at some point I'm going to need to get rid of this Treeborn frog, but we'll figure that out. We are lower on life total too, which is a little bit uglier. Finding Honest would be like the best thing here. Do you think Yada hitting that top 30? Dude, you've asked me 3 questions about... The fuck? What? What? You still activate. It's still a sacrifice for cost. It just won't resolve. Or whatever. It'll resolve negated. You can take it back. If you want to play that way. Maybe he didn't want to play that way. I gave him the option. Shit. I said he could take it back. All right. I think the deck felt okay. I think it felt kind of good. I liked having multiple Captain Golds. I like the skill drains. I did desire to draw into Starlight Road. I wanted to find my Honest. The Soul of Purity and Light looked okay. I don't know how I felt about... He never seen a skill drain in his life? Dude, that guy felt like he'd never seen an opponent in his life. He was playing the game like I wasn't there. He was like ignoring the fact that I had back row like since the turn 1. He does shoot at me. He forgot that my hand had cards in it that he was looking at, like Ecall and Rhoda. He just clicked on the first monster that he saw. Does gold still destroy itself if skill drain is up? No, sir. Gold does not destroy itself if skill drain is up. So he's just a 2100 normal summon. Can't you play on rated? Yeah, I could. You think it would be different on rated? You think you wouldn't get that type of player on rated? Not only would you get that, but you would get people who would hold you hostage over ruling issues. At least on unrated, I can just leave. 1,000 games in solo mode? Yeah, could possibly have been that. No, that's the exact type of player you get on rated too. There's no difference. Play you? Sure. Do you want to play? Let's play. Wait, you know my deck though. I feel like that's a pretty big advantage, Gigabytes. Send me your deck. I want to know what's in your deck too. Let's make it even. Send me the deck you're going to play. That way we're even. Either that or I get to bring a deck that you don't know. Okay, cool. As long as we're on even footing, I don't care. I'm not sure about the Soul Purity and Light. It seems cool. Thunder King. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 11, 14, 15 normal summons. Technically, the first Captain Gold is not going to be a normal summon. So we have kind of the 14 normal summons that we want. We'd have to cut one of our normal summons for a Thunder King. Alright, let me mod Gigabyte so that he can post links or whatever. Cool. Or you could just DM me on Dueling Book, whatever works. DM me on Discord? Okay, perfect. Say less. Let's get popping. Let's get in the game. Wait, he quit my game and then hosted again? Young Jack Jack. Young Jack Jack. Alas. Alright, boys. We're playing against Gigabyte for the memes, for the content. I'm playing whatever I'm playing, and he's playing Gigabyte on a double paper. Good luck, have fun. Alright, we lost rock, paper, scissors, which is pretty bad. He's on 1 trap card, 2 Forbidden Chalice, 2 Lightning Vortex main, triple Fertilizer, triple Supervise, double Mark, double DDR, triple Hidden Armory, triple UFO Turtle, double Cyber Dragon main, triple Gigaplant main. He's playing Titanial, 1 Copy Plant, 1 Nettles, no Super Solar. He sent it to me on Discord. I pulled it up on my phone, but yeah, I gave you the rundown. He's gonna grab Supervise. As far as I know, he doesn't have a way to get Gigaplant into play right now because he doesn't play Super Solar and his normal summon is now chopped. So he can't summon Gigaplant right now. So Hero Blast looking a bit awkward here, but we've got Skyscraper and we've got the Captain Gold. We actually get fucked next turn, like hardcore fucked. We get fucked super hard next turn. Because he plays True Nade, and there's a good chance he has True Nade. So if he has True Nade, we lose this game. We don't have a point of interaction, and he's got Supervise, potentially Lone Fire. Big chillin' over there. Does he play Gores? Yes. He plays Gores. So we can't play around Gore's True Nade, though. We're going to have to pick one of them, or none of them. Yeah, I'm dead 7 times out of 10. Yeah, high key, yeah, my hand sucks. Okay, in the case that he's a little bit bricked, I'm just going to shove with Captain Gold. Okay? I think the most pressure is what's going to win us this game. If he has no True Nade and like maybe he like summons Lone Fire and that's like his play. Mark of the Rose. This is along the lines of like things that I consider to be acceptable for this current moment. I don't mind him taking the Captain Gold. That's sort of a lesser concern of mine as of right now. The main concern here is going to be that card right there, which we are going to Solemn Judgment. We have to. And now we pretty much die, because he can just DDR back the Gigaplan and win. Yep. We'll admit defeat. But alas. Put a monster on the field versus Mark. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? He has to have Lone Fire Supervise, Mark, DDR naturally. He didn't search one of them. And he has to search... Yeah, no. What am I supposed to do there? I'm actually curious. With my hand, what was I supposed to do? There's no play there. Putting on pressure and hoping he bricked is the only play. That's it. It's not complicated. It's not like... This is not going to be a game where Freed really shines. Same thing with Voltic or the Sopal. Well, Sopal's actually going to be good, but Freed's not going to be good. Because Sopal is fast pressure. Future Fusion seems like it sucks here. Skill Drain seems a little bit weird, but not terrible. Yeah, we had a really bad hand that game. Like a shockingly bad hand. Cyber Dragon seems okay. Technically, you wait and hope, but it's basically full cooked. Yeah, no, that was just a full cooked moment. We had one piece of interaction. He had multiple plays. What are you supposed to do? I'm going to cut Free. It seems a little slow. I'm going to cut one more card. Well, we need to bring in 7 cards. So, I don't know if we're going to bring in Dust Tornadoes. Mask is so sick versus deck. It's okay. Trying to decide if Limb is good for you. It is. It's not. It doesn't do anything. It stops full tick, and that's it. Who I might even be siding out here. Yeah, he seems a little slow. Cut Cyber Dragons. This clears Power Tool and UFO Turtle and his Cyber Dragon. So no, I won't cut Cyber Dragons. It might be weird, but I think I'm going to cut a Starlight Road. Because I'm bringing Oppression. I might cut Call the Haunted too. Actually, Call's pretty good. Like, pitch Gold, then call it back seems really fast. Dust Shoot's always been kind of one of those, I don't really know, against this deck. It can take Gores, though. So that's kind of cool. And we are going first, so I'll leave it in. The worst cards are going to be D-Prisons, so cut those. Run it like this. See what's up. The Voltic might be worth considering. Okay. Sick. So we've got Ecall, get Stratos. Search Captain Gold. Insane hand. If he has a sweeper, it's not that insane. But he has to have a sweeper, basically. Set. Wondering if it's even worth flipping the mask. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'll just do that now. Just flip the mask. And yeah, we'll see what's up. I wasn't sure if it was worth flipping the mask or not, but it seems like it's kind of worth, so. It says rude. The nice part about not playing Gemini Spark is that we can play Mask of Restrict. Said it was, yeah. It's possible. There's a couple of good back row there. The big thing here is I'm just going to play into any sweeper. I just don't care. Either that or I'm not going to play into any sweeper. I'm going to attack with Stratos lone and then Rhoda for the... Nah. We're going to play into every sweeper. I can always get Ocean later. Battle phase. Stratos attacks first in case it's UFO. It's probably UFO. This deck doesn't set much else. I'm looking at it. He has one Dandelion. Yeah, it's UFO. Okay. This doesn't matter. Now this might matter if we attack this guy. Nah, I'll just clear it too. Fuck it. Don't really care. Do we have the list? Yeah, I have the list. In his side deck, he has double Decree, which cooks us completely, but there's nothing my hand could have done against that anyway, so we lose. This is basically, let's see the Decree. Just flip Decree and then go off. Yep. We'll say GG's. GG's. Open the sweeper. How much I can do. That didn't seem very fun. Also, he brought a build that's like really good against Hero Beat. Plus, this build is really good against us. The UFOs. We have no way through them. That's kind of what I was talking about in the deck building portion. Is like we don't really have great ways through set monsters, and that's why I wanted to play like compulses. But yeah, we don't have great ways through the UFOs. But yeah, it's really good against us. If you were to build a deck that was good against Hero Beat, you would build that deck, and the only difference is like not that much. He's like pre-boarded the Cyber Dragons. He had 2 Cyber Dragons in the main, which is already insane versus our deck. And then he has the three UFOs against us as well. And then he just happened to draw the nuts both games, so it's like, okay. Not much we can do about that. Why no Gemini Spark? Because it's a brick. I don't know, I just wanted to try it. Would 1 terraforming help, or is that bad? Terraforming just for Skyscraper? If it had another utility, it might be useful, but I think just the 1 terraforming is bad. If you were searching something like Zombie World, it might be interesting, but you can't have like Zombie World and Captain Gold up, so that's kind of, yeah, non-compete. Anyway, let's go play a different deck now. That was tilting. We got pre-boarded against, but what can you do? Just play a different deck. Kevin Quick says, not gonna lie, that deck looks trash. Maybe it is. Hero Beat's not necessarily known for being a good deck. So, yeah, it could be. It also does look trash when you play against the combo deck and your opponent opens the combo both games. It's like, okay, like, yeah, any deck is gonna look trash there. What do you want from me there? Like, he had Sweeper. We had no way to defend it. Congrats. Like, we didn't draw our Dust Tornado or our Space Typhoon that we sided in. We didn't draw our whatever. He drew specifically Decree. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? The guy who saw me build the deck brought a counter deck and we lost to it. I don't know what you want. We just beat the Frog deck. Is that not a more common deck than the counter Hero Beat Gigavise deck? I don't know what you want from me. Main deck Marionette Might in Zombie World. Play Volcanics. We could play Volcanics. Does anyone want to see some Volcanic play? My Volcanic list is a little bit different from everybody else's. It's a little bit different. I want to see if I even have it on here. It might be on my other account. I might need to get it out of there. That zombie deck looks like the deck you played when you were 10. This deck is fun. It's not very good either. It's also not very good. The Volcanic Black Guardian list is toxic. I think it's fun. But my list is different. Because I play Diva and Gilman. And he plays Thunder Dragon. And I think Diva and Gilman is better than Thunder Dragon. Generally. Play Lightsworn. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. No, I'm actually down. Volcanic Black Guardian does not look fun to play against. Once you know what it does, it's pretty easy to beat. It's like a pretty mid deck once you know what it does, but you didn't have expensive cards back then, nor did you know what you're doing. That's when Yu-Gi-Oh's at its best. Honestly, when you don't know what you're doing, that's when Yu-Gi-Oh's the best. Yu-Gi-Oh just gets worse. The more you play it, the worse it gets. But yeah, let's do a little Lightsworn action. We've had some requests for some Lightsworn action. Let's play it. Fuck it. We ball. 3-pot, 3T roar. Oh, like the RBET list. This guy says best of 3 only, please. Alright, let's hop in. You wanna see the zombie? We'll play the zombie after, Kevin. We'll play the zombie after. Good luck, have fun. Okay. If he leaves before the best of 3 is completed, we will have a moral victory. Oh, this hand is good. Any chance we see Lightsworn zombie? Yeah, maybe. After this, I could throw that together too. Okay, let's see. As silly as this sounds, I think we're just going to summon Lumina and mill 3 and pass. Is the vampire guy legal in Edison? You don't remember, it's level 6. Talking about Vampire Curse or Vampire Lord? Vampire Curse is in Edison, I believe. I believe he's like a tactical evolution card or whatever. Oh! Lightsworn Mirror! Oh! No! Not my Mirror Force. Fuck. Okay. Now it's our turn to figure something out here. Foolish Burial, send Lila. No problem, Nathan. I'm glad you've been having fun. Let's Foolish send Lila. And then I'm going to pitch Plague, I think. Is there a way for me to like really cook him this turn? Okay, I'll pitch Wolf. I'll pitch Wolf. Target Lila. Okay, no main deck Crow. That's a good sign. Use the Lila effect. Target his back row. See what it is. He's viewing my grave. He had his Mirror Force too. Okay, sick. Plague stack Wolf. That might have been better. No? Question mark? One sec. No! Wait, what do you mean no? What do you mean no? He just said no. No, don't summon Gareth. Actually, you want me to not summon Gareth? No. How do I explain? Okay. No problem. Attack with Lumina. Tell you lies, see what I miss. No problem. Yeah, it was the Foolish bring back Lila. He probably missed that. Alright, 1850 the dome, baby. Alright, let's see what we can do. Okay, end phase. Lila first. I probably should have stacked the so Lila mills 3. 1, 2, 3, and then Gareth. It has been exceptionally laggy lately, in his defense. We mill Necro, but no names, so then we'll go Lumina next, mill 3. Wolf, Chainlink 1, Gareth, Chainlink 2, I think. So we'll go 2, Special Wolf. And pass the turn. He said, okay then. You're playing Lightsworn. How are you going to complain about someone else Who's playing the same deck? You have one more turn. You have one more turn. You don't get JD till next turn. What is this guy doing? This guy, oh my god. What is going on? No. Normal card for sure. Sure, that's fine. The classic TV experience. Oh, we got 2 names. We got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. We got a game here. I do win, though, right? Where's he going with this? Lila, Lumina, which one? Which one are you going after? Hitting Lila, I think, would be a big mistake. He's going Gareth. I can bring that back. Sure. I can bring that back. Oh, come on now. Oh, just a nice little pass. What are we bringing back now? I don't really want to deck out in case he has Gores. I guess I can just blow up my field if he has Gores. Probably fine. Plague. Is that 6150? How do I burn? Is there a way to burn him out with Tempest? Let's see. Tempest does 500? Okay, yeah. Oh. I think Tempest wins through Gores, right? So we go 1000, 1850, 2100, then he can't activate through the Tempest burn. Oh no, wait. I'm forgetting about the card trooper that's in play. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. 1000 if you discard JD. That's such a flex, dude. Should I discard JD? Should I save JD to win this one? Okay, if I go 18 over card trooper. No, it's just always summon JD. Whatever. He's gonna count the names too. Watch him. Do 18 here. I'm gonna win the game this turn. Okay. Does he have Gores? So in the case he has Gores, we attack for 1850. No, we go 1000 first. Or do we go 3000 first? 3000 first, he drops to 1350, and then I burn him down to 850. Yeah, it's always 3000 first. Okay, he's making me click through the attacks. Oh, Trigodia. Okay. Trigodia will attack with Gareth and then attack directly with Wolf. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Oh my god. I know it's lagging. It's probably lagging quite a bit. Okay. Wolf direct. Alright. Jeez. In the mirror match, I do like Solemn Judgment, I do like DD Crow, and I do like Gores. These are all like cards I sort of like. I don't think Heavy Storm is that good. I'm gonna cut it. I don't think Cold Wave is amazing. He's on Gold Sark, so I don't know. Maybe it's good. Mirror Force, obviously you see it just gets Lilac popped. We're going to cut it. Mirror Force. I don't really think we need 3 Celestia going second, but we do have Foolish Celestia plays. Yeah, we could probably shave a Celestia going second. I need to cut one more card. Rhoda, I guess. Just won another game, Starlight Road and Black Rose. Beast. Starlight Road is the best. You don't want to be that guy, but for some reason it's always the Lightsworn players. I'm saying, bro. But I'm the Lightsworn player, so it's not like... It's not like I'm better. Because I'm not. I'm going second. Do I want Cyber Dragon? Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's do a little bit of a crazy swap situation here. Are we bringing in Decree? Oh, what if we brought in Royal Oppression? I'm doing it. I'm doing some crazy shit. You're asking me to look up the vampire guy? Yeah, I'll look it up after. Maybe we don't need Solemn going first. No, here's the thing. We drop Wars, then we set Oppression. Ah, yes. Being on the receiving end of the Lightsworn cards. Draw 2, mill 2. You're watching my stream, so... Yeah, we got you. 3 names already. Dangerous. Please Lumina so I can get something out of this. We're searching JD, most likely. This is why I like to trim on Celestia. I could have... Oh, shit. Basically. I could have, search Dinah. Okay. Huh. Back row. That's a Lila target. Let's see a Miller. No Millers. Huh. He's giving me value out of my Lila. So I'm gonna fucking use it. Like. Chain Threatening Roar. Alright. End phase. Activate Lila. L3. Damn. Card Trooper can always kill that Dinah that he's searching. I appreciate that he's typing it in the chat now. Because last game he was just trying to fucking cheat me. But this game he's like saying, okay. So here's Foolish Burial. Shit mill. Yeah, it was a pretty bad mill. If he goes for the wolf, I'm gonna crow the shit out of it. I'll crow it. Target wolf. Okay. Now he'll fear second oppression. Yeah, he'll feel fear oppression the whole game, basically. I feel kind of fucked up. I teased him with that Celestia. I almost kind of want to go for Gragoneth here instead of Celestia, but I could also take this as an opportunity to get Raikou set and mill some more cards. What did we mill earlier? No Lightsworns? Jesus Christ, man. Okay, let's go Celestia. This is our best chance at actually winning the game. So, target the back row, mill 4. He doesn't have Solemn. Dune is Grave. What do we got? What are you thinking about? Wolf will activate in a new chain. Question mark? I have a play. Okay. Activate Wolf. Wolf effect. Okay. Yeah, cry. Alright, cool. I thought he was going to hit me with some shit like Celestia mills for cost. I'm still going to attack for 23. He gets Dinah next turn. You used Roar last turn. I summoned Celestia and destroyed Beckoning. This guy has 0 object permanence. I'm dueling against a literal goldfish. What? No problem. No problem. No problem. I'm. All right, 2,300. Thank you. You get the Dyna. You get Dyna this turn. From Mozart. What's up, Shock Trooper? Alright, so he's got Dyna. He's got 3 names. He's got probably JD in hand. Set monster is probably Dyna. Okay. How many Lightsworns do I got in my grave? Just 1? Dude, my deck is pathetic. My deck sucks balls. I don't even know what to say. This deck is really ass. Alright. Well, let's keep it simple. Activate Lumina. Pitch, and then target Wolf. I'm fully ready for this Wolf to get blown up. Do you have another DD Crow? Okay. We do not have another DD Crow. I'm fully ready. I'm super ready for this Wolf to get blown up by a Dyna here. Plague. Not what I was expecting. Alright. End phase, Lumina will mill 3 cards. Still no more Lightsworn names. Pretty unlucky mills, but I've had the initiative the whole game, so I can't really complain. He does have Plague. Oh, he ripped a Lightsworn. That's really good. That's really fucking good. Because now he's in JD range. He goes JD blow up, summon Dyna, and we might just fucking lose. JD Dyna is really scary. He's also got Plague. He could go like JD Synchro, maybe. Okay, Lumina, effect. Okay. Ditches the Dyna. So he's abandoning the Dyna plan. Could get Gareth here, maybe try to dig himself out of the situation, but it's just not looking pretty. He could have Honest. He could be aiming for like a Plague Spreader angle here to try and make Catastor or try and make Mistworm and just get rid of my whole board all at once. Wouldn't be too bad for him. I would like to go on record and say 18 cards into my deck not seeing Recharge is kind of bullshit, but it's all fair, you know, it's all fair. I never draw Recharge in this deck. Target Gareth. Okay. Perfectly chill. He could even attempt to go after our Lumina, because I believe we milled both Honests. Yeah. So he could go like Yugioh, try to steal the Lumina, bring out the Gareth that way, and then just go for a massive mill in his end phase. Plague. Yeah, that's all good. Mongragonith. Yeah, I love this card. It's kind of our game shot right now. I think his best play is go Yugioh Guardian and then steal our Lumina. And then, like, ladder that way. But he does leave us with 2 Lightsworns in play. So that we could Celestia him back. So I think, like, it depends on what he stacked with the Plague. He might feel the pressure to go Mistworm here. He might feel pressured to go Mistworm here, which would be ideal for us. That would be the best case scenario for us, I think. Here's a synchro. Yeah, this looks like a Mistborn play. So I'm much happier about this. It means he's draw locked. It means that he should only bounce Celestia and Wolf here. Okay, he's going to bounce Lumina. That's another misplay. He can run over the Lumina, but now he opens himself up to a complete Gorz reversal. Gorz is not in our graveyard. How good is the Dragon Lightsworn? It's very good. It would have given us a game shot had he not made this exact play. However, he made this exact play, so what can we do? I think the answer here is just go Lumina Gareth and just get a big mill. He's draw locked, so target Gareth. Okay. And phase Lumina, mill 3. I want to hit Necro, would be ideal. And then Gareth, mills 2. We hit Necro, and we get a draw card. Beautiful. So, best case scenario, we hit Necro. He's draw locked from the Plague. He can swing at one of our monsters. I might even just let him go through, honestly. Because we have Celestia next turn. Is Celestia game? No, it's not game alone, so I'm going to use the Necro Gardna. Perfect. So now we can get the game shot going. So what does this guy do? For each Lightsworn monster with a different name in your graveyard, as of right now we have 2. If we get up to 3, we get a 2900 Piercer. You're still kicked up with the life points? Yeah. I want to be able to kill through Gorz. I don't know if it's possible. Let's see. If we crash, so if we go Lumina, actually Lumina, Pitch Wolf, Special Lila, sack Lumina for Graganith, who's now plus 1200, so he's 3200. This kills through Gorz. So we go battle phase, because we basically switched the Lumina for the Lila. That gives us, and we got the discarded name. So it gives us plus 2 names in the grave for Graganith. It's going to be 700. It's going to drop him down to 1800, and then, or 1700, and then Gareth will attack for game, or Lila will attack for game. Either way. He could have Tragodia, but we have 2 lethal threats, so this kills through Trag as well. GG's. Bad players winning, no justice. I don't know. I feel like this guy got outplayed on every level. He misplayed like several times throughout the game. I think the big one was when he went Lumina, bring back Gareth, and then stack for Plague, and then he made Mistworm. What he should have done was make Goyo Guardian, take our Lumina, and then get a double Lumina Gareth mill in the end phase. Hope to hit his Necrogardna. Basically hope that we don't have another Celestia. JD was offline. His position would have been massively favorable for him. He tried to cheat us at least 6 times throughout this game. Every single time we caught him. He Gold Sarked for Fossil Dyna, which is a card that shouldn't even be in your deck against Lightsworns. Yeah, just I think generally speaking, the better player won here, and it wasn't close either. It was a 2-0, and I would also like to go on record and say that our mills were significantly worse than his. He actually had 4 names on the second turn of the game. We didn't hit 4 names until the last turn of the game. We didn't see JD. We had 3 tribute monsters plus Wolf in hand for the majority of the game. We had no. I think this guy got owned on every level. I think that it was just like I think this was like a comprehensive top to bottom ownage. And yeah, I'm glad I got to showcase the strengths of Graganith, because I think Graganith is one of the best cards in Lightsworn, and it's not played for some reason. Like, just being able to have this like 3,200 piercing. Threat is really cool. I actually don't think this person was trolling. They hosted, they said best 2 of 3 only, and they got cooked. And I legit think at certain points they were trying to cheat us. I legit do. Especially with that rage at the end. I think the adding the JD a turn earlier, the telling me I can't summon Gareth and all that stuff. I think he was trying to shark me. Like, 1 or 2 of those things make sense, but because he did it 6 times, it's like, okay, we get it. We get it. Was it rated? No, I don't care. I don't care to play rated. It's going to be the same type of person unrated. I already know. I have already seen the latter stuff. Vampire guy. All right, vampire guy. What was one you're thinking of? You're thinking of Vampire's Curse, most likely. This is the guy you're thinking of. He's 6 stars. Zombie Cat with Spirit Reaper and Instant Fusion Reaper on the Nightmare with Book of Life. Why cat? I like what you're doing. I like what you're cooking, but why cat? It's been fun. You've tried. Oh, is it because of Airbellum? What's next? Zombies or volcanics? I would prefer to play zombies next. I think volcanics is something I've played in the past, and it's not as fun as zombies. Prefer to play these guys. Why am I citing Dark Arm Dragon? That seems really silly. I should bring these guys in with that. No, this side deck is cursed. This side deck needs to be fixed. But fuck it, man. Fuck it. Cook a deck with him. With Vampire's Curse, I don't think there's any way that this card is better than like Ryu. Like this card. This card's probably just better. Have you ever met someone like the last player at an event or just on DB? Yeah, actually, I have. I've met someone almost identical to that at an event. Someone who lives in my region is like that, and it's really annoying. And every time I get paired against that person, I'm like, I don't want to play against this person. I would rather leave. And I usually just drop and leave the locals if I got paired against that person, because it's just not fun and it's not worth my time. So, yeah. Guy sharking and unrated is unreal. Some people just have it baked into their brain. Some people are just like that. I don't know what to say other than some people are just like that. What's funny is I was playing this deck against Damien last night, and I opened Rivalry Zombie World both games. And I was like, I only play 1 Rivalry. There's no reason. It's really important to some people to get this win. Like, it's really important. Like, people want to have a replay of beating a public figure. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, a lot of people, like, get off on that, which is fine. But, mostly it's just like, really important to some people's ego to be, like, good at this game. Look at fun. And there are a lot of people like that who are, like, also at the top level. Like, it's not just the shitters who are like that. There are a lot of good players where, like, this game is everything to them. And so it, like, rewires their brain in, I think, a very unhealthy fashion. Anyway, my hand is pretty weak here. I don't have like a Starlight Road or something like that. I should probably play multiple Starlight Road in this deck because it's a field spell deck. That is also a field spam deck. I'm not sure how many were in my deck. I think it was like 1 or 2, but I should probably maybe even consider 3. I definitely should be playing 2, but I should be considering 3 for sure. Because something like Heavy Storm here, like Black Rose here, just fucking devastates me. Like, I just lose. Granted, it's going to be pretty hard for an opponent to pull off something like that through Rivalry Zombie World. But if they manage it, E-Call, interesting. You have a guy at regionals, you have a guy at your locals. You topped a regional and felt like a big accomplishment, but he always tried to show off that he topped multiple regional in the YCS. Yeah. Like, for most people, like, getting 1 top is like, if you don't put a lot of time into the game, or if you don't like put a lot of yourself into the game, getting one top is hype. You know, I actually think like playing less and getting one top is hype. I think carrying a bunch and getting a couple of tops is way more cringe, unironically. He searched ocean. What do we get here? What do we know out of this? I'm just gonna blind hit one of them. I don't fucking know, man. Fiendish chain. It's not something I was expecting. So he's got ocean. He's got shadows. Alright, let's play around whatever his back row is, I guess. Kill the paladin. These two. Activate paladin. Chain call. Are you chaining to paladin effect? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Stratos will not activate then. Call it is okay. Stratos does not activate. He's gonna try to activate it. It cannot activate if summoned. Yeah. No problem. No problem. I'm happy my opponent knows this. Set pyramid turtle and pass the turn. He should have just done it end of battle phase. Never given me the opportunity. So a little bit of a missed action there from the opponent. He just missed a +1. I don't know if it's really going to matter that much. I'm going to go ahead and flip rivalry and stand by. So now he can't summon monsters. So he's basically board locked. Unless he has like a Caius or something. This could be... Nah, there's no way this isn't hero beat. This is one of my favorite combos in the whole game. Rivalry plus Zombie World. Because now he has a zombie in play, and I can guarantee you he has no fucking zombies in his hand. So there ain't no way he can normal summon a monster. And we can just kind of sit here, build up our resources, take our sweet time, until we find exactly what we're looking for. Since all of our monsters from this point roughly are going to be zombie type, it should be pretty simple for us. Swords of Concealing Light in the main. Intriguing. He's going to take this as an opportunity to clear the Paladin. The Paladin would have been a bit of a headache for him. So now that Swords of Concealing Light is problematic for us, it does make it so that we can't... That's a cool card. It does make it so that we can't change our monster's battle positions. We could summon Mizuki and attack his set monster. I don't really see a reason to do that right now. I'm just going to set Compulse and pass the turn. This is turn 1 of Swords of Concealing Light. I'm just going to take the 1-for-1 trade the Paladin for the swords and not get too complicated with it. So it's 1 out of 2 for swords. Once again, I don't really think there's a great way for him to be able to get over the Iados set. Now, the interesting thing is Iados's type while set is fairy, so I don't think I can actually flip summon it anyway under my own rivalry. I could go Shootin' Doji here to try and draw a card. I think that that's pretty solid, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab Shootin' Doji with my... What's up, Barry? How you doing? So I'm going to use Shootin' Doji here to draw a card and set up for future Iadoses. So activate Shootin' Doji. Banish. Just draw a new card. Keep it relatively simple. Dust Shoot's kind of cool. Okay. You still have to break the big ass board. Yeah, after you use swords. So swords is good at mid against Gigavice. Maybe. For Hero Beat, it's not that bad. You can grab the Skyscraper and start running over the set cards. I think from this position, crashing our monsters is like actually not that bad because we can then use Shootin' Doji to draw more cards. Let's go with the summon of Zombie Master. Actually, no. What is it? What do we want to do here? We could compulse Stratos, then dust shoot it. That's kind of cute. We can compulse a set monster, then dust shoot it. Huh. I could also just compulse shoot and doji. And just lock him under the rivalry plus zombie world for eternity, which I may end up doing. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I want to get a good look at what he's got going on over there. Dust shoot. He wasn't going to priority anything. This is going to be the second turn for Swords, so Swords is going to go. Miracle, Alien, Ammonite. So you just can't summon any of these. I guess if we were to get rid of one of these, it would be the Tuner. I guess. Or would it be the Alias? The set monster is probably an Alien. I can see why he's playing Swords of Concealing Light. He's going to use the Ammonite to make Golgar and then reuse the Swords of Concealing Light. Let's go ahead and take Alias. It's got Ammonite, Ocean, and Miracle Fusion. I don't really mind the other cards. They seem fine. I might even let this guy die. I can just bring it back. Doesn't really matter. I'll take this as an opportunity to flip summon my Guardian Iatos. So now I can actually perform that summon because it's the only monster in play. Drawing a second zombie world is not terrible because if one goes, then I would like to have the other one. I want to clear his set monster now, so I'm going to go battle phase and attack the set monster. Looks like it was an Alien Hypno. Okay, so he's got that in the grave for his Ammonite. We knew that that was going to happen eventually. We can now go Zombie Master, bring back Shoot and Doji to start recycling our cards. I'm only going to do that later on. I don't feel the need to do that right now. The Fiendish Chain should have been a little bit of a giveaway. I should have known that he was doing that alien stuff, especially now seeing the Swords of Concealing in the main. He's going to have to pass. We're going to draw for turn. We're going to find ourselves Chaos Sorcerer. That, unfortunately, is one of our few monsters we can't summon. We can always pitch it to Zombie Master, which I think is likely going to be the case here. So I'm going to go for Zombie Master. Activate the effect. Pitch Chaos Sorcerer to special summon out the monster from his graveyard, maybe? What does he have? He has Alien Hypno. What's up, Tim? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Maybe I should have pitched the Mizuki, actually. That would have been kind of hype. Could have had a big damage turn here. Alas. Alright, kill the Stratos. D-Prison. No! Not D-Prison! Should we save it? No, we can't summon it anyway. Let's crash the Zombie Master. That'll get rid of his Call of the Haunted as well. Rid of his Call of the Haunted as well. He whispers. And then we'll attack for 1600. Alright, we've got 3 zombies in the grave. Mizuki can bring back Shoot and Doji. And then we can banish the other 2 to draw a card. So we've got a little bit of access into our main core engine here. It's just a little ugly. He gets to summon a monster now. So he's had 2 draws here to be able to find a monster that he wants to summon. He could summon Ocean to try and set up for that Miracle Fusion. Understandable. Set Ocean. Sorry, he probably wouldn't summon it here in case I have like Bottomless or something like that. So I could see him going Set Ocean. And that would be a little bit difficult for us to sort of process. Yeah. Set Ocean, then Miracle would be kind of annoying too. Looks like he's just going to set. We're going to draw Book of Life, which is perfect. Oh my god, what a good draw. That is such a good draw. Holy shit. Okay. I'm attacking the set 10 times out of 10. I'm attacking the set monster. Okay, there's the ocean. Main phase 2. Book of Life. Target, shoot, and ocean. Or Stratos. Should we start Stratos? No, let's go with ocean. Let's go with ocean. Keep him off the waters. Keep him off the waters. Okay, so we'll special summon shoot. And banish the oceans. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Let's do it. Banish both my cards to draw a new card. Oh, Guardian Yatos. Don't mind if I do. So we can always tribute set this if we need to deflect some alien shock trooper style pressure. I'm just going to pass the turn for now. The funny thing is even if they Ammonite under Zombie World Rivalry, they cannot synchro into the Golgar. So this is a really, really sticky situation. It's a third Yatos. All right, I've drawn now. Oh fuck, misclick. Misclick. Sorry. I've drawn now all three. I meant to click on my graveyard, but I like highlighted it and lagged. Okay. Do I want to put one of these guys on top of my deck? Which one of these guys would I want to put back, even? Zombie Master seems pretty good. I'm going to do it. Target Zombie Master. And we'll keep the resources flowing. The Zombie Master will go on top of my deck. And then battle phase. Let's just send it. 1500 and then 1600. Food for thought. If he has Fiendish Chain, he has to hit the shoot and doji. Can't target this because it's a normal monster. During main phase, this is like one monster with an A counter. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, but we could commit the Mizuki now, but I think it's pretty good pitch fodder for the Zombie Master, so we're chilling on that front. Future Fusion. That's fun. I don't really know what this is even gonna send. Hypno and Alias. Okay, so his Miracle Fusion is now live. That is the ugly part of this. That is the ugly truth of the situation. Thankfully, we are drawing Zombie Master again next turn, and we can figure our way out of this. I hope. Yeah, Miracle Fusion is now live. So I don't really know what how he wants to approach this. I think the biggest mistake might be going for Ammonite. That would be the biggest mistake, because then he may realize that he can't synchro this tough spot. Yeah, he can. It's not terrible for him. It's really not. He can go for the absolute zero. And he'll have a 3000 absolute zero because of the alien hypno. And then he'll be able to do stuff. It's not like the weirdest situation to be in. Okay, yeah, he's found the right line. So that's gonna work. Unfortunate part is I have to deal with an absolute zero coming next turn too. How am I dealing with this? I'm going to try to compulse the absolute zero. And try to get rid of it. And that's going to blow up Shooting Doji and the Alien Hypno. I think my game plan is I'm going to try to lay Guardian Iatos in the graveyard, then Mizuki to bring back Guardian Iatos to crash with the next zero. Or just go for game. What the fuck am I thinking? I can just go for game this turn. Normal Zombie Master. He may have some stops or something here. I should have just summoned Guardian Iatos. Priority? Yes. Pitch. Mizuki. Target. Shoot. And that combo is so degenerate, even in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! You played Eldritch in 2022 and it's really degenerate because TCB did the same thing under Zombie World. Yeah, it just completely stops them. Okay, so we got hard owned by Bottomless Trap Hole there. But we can now Mizuki. Banish, special summon, Shuten Doji. And then we can use Shuten Doji effect. I think I want to put back Turtle. Summon Iatos this turn or last turn. How? Boggs? It's a fairy in my hand and I have a rivalry in play with a zombie in play. Please describe to me how that is possible or legal. I think we have to put back Zombie Master. And I think we have to attack for 15. Next turn he goes... Next turn is he goes Ammonite, kill the shoot. Yeah. I'm trying to summon it using Mizuki. But, yeah. Thoughts on that Volcanic Black Garden deck? I've played that deck on the channel before. You can find the older videos of it. I think my version with Diva is better. Personally. Fuck! He drew the out. Okay, that's really bad. That's really, really bad. Ah, that's really bad. I fucking lose now. Should just close this one out. I shouldn't have never gone shooting Doji. I should have gone like Malevolent Mac and just rushed him. This was really stupid. I don't think we're in admit defeat territory yet, but it is looking rough for us. Oh no, wait. He gave us a tuner? He gave us a tuner. He gave us a tuner. So if we go ally, he's trying to think if he should bounce the zombie world for sure to put a counter on shoot. Or to put a counter on Golgar, but he should just do it to sandbag the counters. He shouldn't do it for any other reason. He gave us a tuner, though, so we can make Catastor, pop Golgar, Catastor trades with 0, and then we're just at neutral. But we have a bunch of dead cards. We would need to draw, like, pretty good out of it. Okay. Do you ever make a video on Crystal Beasts? You know they're kind of trash. I think there's a non-zero chance I would make that video. But it's just very not on my... it's not on my priority list right now. That's how I would describe it. Okay, so Zombie World first to play around Offering to the Snake Deity. Let me go Zombie Master. I was looking at his graveyard, so he knows what's coming. Priority, pitch, target. Fucking, should I go shoot, then put back Mizuki? No, I just die. Target Ammo Knight. Okay, special Ammo Knight. I just have to hope his back row sucks. I really don't. How long ago did you do the Volcanic video? You can search in the search bar on my channel. It was probably a while ago, though. I think that deck has been outdated for a very long time. Volcanic Garden. People just lose to it because they don't know what they're doing. Alright, I'm going to concede this one. I wasn't just dead, but it was looking rough, so we're going to go to the next one. He did draw the out. That was tricky. That was a good game, though. Now we know Rivalry cooks him. Yeah. So we're going to do that. I am on double road. What the fuck? One just hopped. I know. I'm aware. I was not playing well with the Iatos that game. And the fact that I drew Sork double Iatos right after with the second Zombie World, I drew 4 breaks in a row. While he drew perfects! What the fuck? That's so tilting. Okay, hold on. I actually do think Gigabytes is a good deck, though. That's where we disagree. I'm going to cut one Iados. Seems kind of weird. I understand. Return would have been pretty good for us that game. Why not Red Eye Zombie Dragon? Mostly because it's worse than Illblood. Or Zombie Master. Or like anything else, really. Or Paladin. Or... You just don't want to draw too many of that type of effect. We do have one Illblood. I'm probably going to side out here. Actually... Yeah, I'm definitely going to side him out. He's a little bit clunky here. He's a little bit clunkers. I'm going to side out Chaos Sorcerer too. So we got 3 out, 4 in. Let's side out one more card. What is the last card that we want to side out? Dust Shoot. He's a set 5 deck. And all his monsters suck. I literally don't care about Dust Shooting him. If Dust Shoot could take Miracle Fusion, then I would leave it in. But I can't, so it's just like, whatever. Okay. We've got Zombie World. We've got the plays. We just need a monster now. Have I healed from my concussion? It's yes and no. So like the concussion is... I have what's called post-concussion syndrome. And I also have nerve damage. Like pretty significant nerve damage from the concussion. But like the actual concussion symptoms are the lowest that they've been, which is really nice. So it seems like it's trending in a positive direction. The nerve damage is causing all sorts of weird shit to happen in my body, but it is what it is, you know. It's just, that's what I got to deal with, you know. So I have no fucking ouch for an Elemental Hero Stratos right now, so there's that. I should probably hold the Typhoon or something. Oh my gosh. Please give me a monster. Kaji putting Heckler Gardener in GVs. That deck was good. That deck is good. I built it in paper. I'm going to bring it to locals. Hope it goes away someday. Me too. Nerve damage is brutal. Hope you heal well. Thank you so much, Box. Yeah, it's... I got away with... Not got away with... How do I say? I walked away pretty grateful for what happened. I know it's like kind of weird, but like, yeah, it could have been so much worse. So, it's changed my perspective on life, like what I want to do with my life and how I want to live every day. Because, you know, a few inches a certain way or there, like we're just not having this conversation. Like I am just either just completely shut down. What turns you off most about redo and wind-up format? It isn't just one singular reason. I'm sorry to hear that, Countess of Compost. Yeah, especially like these things where it's like you don't really have control over it, and there's no easy answer, you know? It's like, and I've been sort of blessed with like fairly fortunate. I've been fairly fortunate to be pretty healthy majority of my life, so. Alright, brother, what do you got? Just summon Ocean? All that just to get an Ocean down. Goddamn. Alright. Give me a fucking monster. Oh my god, dude. Just not sure if I'm a bit impatient. Oh, fuck. I was supposed to Space Typhoon that first. I should have sided out Starlight Road. He doesn't pop. People with epilepsy drive vehicles? I don't know. Probably not at night, right? Probably makes it really hard. Chain. So, yeah. Balance your Stratos. Then you have the Ocean in play. You can attack me for 15, and I need to draw something right away, or I lose. I'm so fucking mad. I haven't drawn a monster. What is this? My deck has like 18. Like, it's not even that many monsters. There's not that few monsters. Have to be seizure free for 6 months. I'm sorry to hear that. Do they have you on like a nerve blocker or something for the seizures? Thank you. Fucking God. Damn, dude. Yeah, I hope you make it 6 months. That sounds very difficult. Any sort of like brain nerve thing, it's crazy. I mean, don't take it for granted, guys, because it's very temporary stuff we've got here. Don't spend every last waking moment of your life playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Please. That would be my so is it going to try to bounce the ocean? Say less. I don't want to deal with that at all. I may be in the solemn judgment on thank you, Barry. What turns you off more about most about redo wonder format? Oh, let's circle back to that because that's more Yu-Gi-Oh related. Oh, flip alien Hypno. Sacrifice the Hypno. Target the monster. Okay. Colin Zombie activates. You can go search your monster. I think our best monster by far has been Zombie Master. He's been really good to us. But yeah, I'm just gonna get Zombie Master. He's super, super good at like grave controlling and stuff with the zombie world in play. There's the normal summon Stratos, and here's the Solemn Judgment. I am going to lose this game, I can already tell. He can Miracle now. We have Compulsory for the first Absolute Zero. Cool. A Miracle. That's really lucky. If you're young, take your health seriously. I agree. I agree. I should target Hypno and Goblin. I just want to get his stupid Ammonite play off the table and his stupid Miracle Fusion play off the table. Although Banishing Stratos kind of does the same thing. Okay. Sick. Now I will normal summon Zombie Master and try to attack him. Because I just fucking, I can't, bro. I have to. I don't have other plays. Yeah, no, I'm very lucky. I don't even know how to describe it, but I'm very, very lucky. Someone up there is looking after me. Yeah, that's chill. So this banishes the Set Ocean and the Stratos from the grave. This is kind of what I was hoping to bait him into. So then we go, Zero gets summoned. That's totally fine. Start BP. I'm going to Typhoon his back row in case it's Solemn. Okay, it's Fiendish. So then he declares the attack. We're going to go ahead and Compulsory the Absolute Zero. And it's going to activate, and then we're going to either get a Search or we're going to Starlight Road. And I think I'm going to Starlight Road. We don't get to summon the Stardust Dragon because it's that it can't destroy Absolute Zero on the extra deck, and Rivalry is locking us out of summoning it. So that's that. But we do get to banish all his heroes and prevent him from killing us. So there's that. That's always nice, right, guys? Right? I switch this guy to defense to play around another Miracle setup, but I don't really see the point. This is going to be 1 out of 3. Just pass the turn back. Magical Hat's Ancient Gear combo in the 6M Iceberg video is interesting. Yes. With the Compulsory to add Gateway to your hand, it's pretty cool. Fuck, dude. Why they always got it like that? Why they always got this guy? This specific guy. Alright. That being said, we should be good here. Okay, let's see. Normal Plague. Synchro. He could Gemini Spark us. Ew, gross. Don't love that. Do like creature swap up front then? I can't even synchro. I have Rivalry in play. I would have to make like Doom Kaisers. Yeah, we should creature swap up front then. Because we creature swap and then we make Doom Kaiser and steal his alias. It's kind of pogs, right? Go normal plague. Synchro into Doom Kaiser. Because we have to make a zombie. Then activate Doom Kaiser. Special summon alias. And pass the turn. 3. Fucking Swords of Revealing Light, man. This is very annoying. If he bottomless me, I fucking lose, but I do. Oh my god. What a miserable card Swords of Revealing Light. I should play that in a lot of my decks. Emergency Call. Okay, so that's a dead card. So he just has a dead card in his hand. Can't summon it. Can't do anything. He could crash the Goblin Zombie, then summon it. Okay. He could out the Rivalry, then summon it too. That could work too. Basically just has to wait. Return. Return is useful. I think I'm going to set the Paladin just to get my OTK set up in play. And set the return, pass the turn. I just want to get to that I'm winning the game this turn type play situation. But I can't really do that unless he outs Rivalry. I should have thought about this. I should probably have multiple Doom Kaisers in my stash. Alright. Paladin attacks first. Goblin Zombie activates. Oh, God, fucking Dueling Book, man. I'm gonna go get myself Shooting Doji. Recent list for Dark Gaia show up after this match. Oh yeah, we can show it off after this match. We can do a little bit of Dark Gaia. This match is just kind of a grind. I apologize. It's gonna be a long one because it's a heavy back row mirror and we're both playing like extreme floodgates. Summoning this is so high risk, but I'm gonna do it because I gotta set up my return somehow. Activate. Banish, draw a new card. We get something good out of this. Goku's pretty good. I would have loved another back row, but Goku is pretty good. I'll take Goku here. Oh my gosh, this matchup is brutal. This is like... This is cursed. Oh man. I think we might be in the bottomless camp. Like, that might be something we want. More than, like... We're really Monster Light, actually, now that I'm looking at this. What is this? 8, 16? Book of Life is good, right? But it's not, like... Creature Swap seems a little sus. We can maybe go down a Book of Life. We're going double bottomless. Maybe we keep the Book of Life in. I feel like we need another dude. We just don't have enough dude. Marionette Might doesn't take anything naturally. I only want to board this in when it takes like Caius or something, which might be too narrow, so I don't know if it's worth the sideboard slot. Thankfully for us, we've had Rivalry Zombie World both games. that seems like kind of our ticket to winning this. I should probably just be playing this deck with triple rivalry, triple zombie world, because that seems like a win con, like a straight up win con versus a lot of decks. This is like kind of the Kaiser Coliseum lock in other formats, so. Fuck me. Okay. This guy can be normal summoned, but we don't have another zombie on field, so they're gonna send Alien Hypno and Alias. Am I streaming from a PC or a laptop? I'm streaming from a Mac, a desktop Mac. I think it's a 2014 iMac. That's rough for the opponent if they don't have Starlight Road. I'm just going to get a nice 3-for-1 here. Or that. They could have that. It's unironically more damage for me to slam with the mech, but it gives me Book of Life action next turn, so I kind of have to do it. Those mechs are great. They last forever. Dude, they last forever. Like, today it was like working a little slow, and I was like, you know, like not super stoked on it, but I'm just like, I really can't be mad. I've gotten 11 years of use out of a machine. We're going to take 2400 here. Self FTK on Master Duel for this LMFAO. I actually really like this card. I think it's incredibly strong. I think it's one of the most slept on cards in Edison format. What type of music do you make? Mostly electronic, SFX, Foley, and like soundtrack. Like, yeah, basically. Just those. Jesus. That's not ideal. Target. Oh, that's really cool, Barry. Hypno and Mech. What type of music do you play? Do you play instruments, or are you like a producer? Do you write music? What's your calling? You put Linux on your 2015 MacBook and it runs like new. Dude, I've been thinking about doing that to my old MacBook. I feel like Linux is like amazing or whatever. Sorry, Goku. My bad. Might be. Fiendish Chain. It's gonna have to be okay. I'll just fucking tornado this now so I don't have to deal with it. Man, that's annoying. Do I like Go Format? Yeah, of course I do. Go Format's great. It's a classic, bro. Nothing like a little Goat Format with the boys. Go Format's the best. Like we're at In and Out, and we just want to like play a few games or something while we eat dinner or something. I don't know. I just think it's a classic, bro. Kill. You got some electronics instruments? That's sick. Appreciate that, Osaka. Crazy expensive? Oh, yeah, dude. Instruments are super expensive. I was looking at buying like a used guitar the other day, and I was just like, why do I want to do this? I can just synthesize this. Like, I don't need this. I have a bunch of instruments that I like also never play or very rarely use. I want to Solemn Judgment that, but I don't mind having Mizuki in the grave, so. The funny part about this is like him kind of struggling to get the Malevolent Mech out of his way. Played macro stun, ended up going 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses. It's not great in 2025, Edison. It's not the worst thing in the world. Alt chain compulsory on the Neos alias. Do we have a spark? Okay. It's really fun having a real guitar as opposed to using a synth through it. Yeah, that's true. It's more fun, for sure. Brain control. Alright, GG's. 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 That was not as fun as I thought it would be. I don't like that type of floodgatey mirror. Especially when you don't have floodgatey mirror breakers because your side deck has 3 fucking Marionette Might and a Dark Arm Drag. Alright. I think revisiting this deck and like approaching it with like a new lens, you can do some really cool stuff. Resource looping with Shoot and Doji. Probably lean more heavily into that. Maybe even play like Sangan or something. But let's talk about Dark Gaia, because that's what was brought to my attention. You definitely changed it around. Yeah, me too. I think this is a messy version of the list for sure. The concept is cool, but it's definitely messy. Ultimate Offering is nice in zombies. I don't see it doing too much in this build, but there are definitely builds that could make more use of it. I think the biggest issue for us is we were actually not seeing enough monsters. I think this is a sort of deck where I would maybe want like Honest. And then I'd use Zombie Master to start reusing Honest mid to late game. That seems more powerful to me. No Illblood, he's right there. But I do think that Honest would make more sense than stuff like maybe even Eotos, but it would also make you kind of weak to deck dev. So I don't know. Can you run a lure with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 darks? Probably not. The number for a lure is usually around 9. Okay, Dark Gaia 2025. So for starters, you need add Goblin. Goblin Zombie is limited to 2 in Edison format, so you can't actually play 3 of him. I would, but it's limited to 2. Sorry, I forgot to. Here, I'll show you. I switched the Edison ban list so you can see. Goblin Zombie. See, he's semi-limited. Okay, so if you're playing Dark Gaia, you want to play Dark Calling. That's kind of like the obvious one. And then you really have like a splitting off point from here. And it's like, do you want to play like kind of higher stealing version of the deck? Or do you want to play like a lower to the ground version of the deck that maybe won't have the most powerful Dark Gaia? Those are kind of like your splitting off point. It's like, do you want to play basically Trade-In and Valkyrian, or do you want to play Caius the Shadow Monarch? What's up, Asian with Hat? Free pizza indeed. Yeah, so do you want to play Caius the Shadow Monarch, or do you want to play like Valkyrian? This is your big splitting off point. I personally like the Valkyrian builds a little bit more. I think they're more fun. I think they're just better, generally. You've seen has been more Evil Hero Toolbox. Yeah, they play more Prisma. This makes a weaker Dark Gaia. I just think that weaker Dark Gaia it's weaker. So it's less fun. Valk build definitely more fun. I agree. And I think that it can be really improved upon. Because, like, you're looking at, like, if I'm playing the Prisma version, you're looking at playing a Dark Calling, and your guy has, like, 3,000 attack. And it's like, that's not even good. Like, why am I doing that? Like, why am I not just playing, like, Miracle Fusion? You know what I mean? And they usually do. They play Miracle on top of Dark Calling. So it's like, okay, you're trying to set up a lot, and there's not really a great way to set up all of that all at the same time. And it's like, one Prisma doesn't even set up a full Dark Calling, so it's, like, really awkward. I don't really like that build. Personally, Stratos is busted. you might be able to fit like a small Stratos package into your deck. But like, dude, I seriously cannot recommend playing this deck without playing Demise. Like, this card is just fantastic. He went 6-1 and 1 at Providence and didn't top. Hello? That's crazy. Are you serious? That's bullshit. What the fuck? That's a top 8 record. So you can figure out exact numbers here. Ninth place? Jesus Christ, dude. I'd be so mad. Unfortunately, there's no level 8 rock normal monster. There's a level 7 rock normal monster, but that doesn't fit with trade-in. So you're kind of stuck using contract instead of the other card. This is like your default setup here. Probably Allure gets played. Probably playing some amount of this guy. Just because you have more access to the Fiends than you have the rocks. You're definitely playing Gores. This is like what I would start with. And then I would move along and then add stuff onto it and optimize from there. I have builds of this already. I believe this is one of them. Beautiful. It's already built. How convenient. Probably should side Prohibition. For some reason. Yeah, it's probably Prohibition over Trigodia. And probably don't need 3 traps then. Yeah, that seems about good. Looks fun. Well, let's do a few test hands. Let's just see if it works. This is the latest and greatest from the building this type of deck type beat thing. Gores and Jar. Decree and Gores. Bro, if you're flipping Decree, you're winning the game. Also, Gores can always be pitched to Dark Calling and Dark Fusion because he's a fiend. So even if he's dead for whatever reason, you can pitch him and use him as fusion material. So that makes it a lot better. Alright. I show you. Oh, this hand. Tell me you want to play fucking hamster after seeing a hand like this. Oh my... Dude. This hand. Tell me. Oh. It's just game. You just get the masked beast. And then you dark fusion. And then you megamorph it. And then you win. Okay. The only thing I wish you could fit in, which you could maybe figure out with like some normal monsters, is like Advanced Reservoir. Advanced Reservoir would really like take this to like the next level. Cause like there's a big difference between like a 2-card demise and a 3-card demise. A very big difference. You'd have to play some pretty bad cards though. I think like let's see, Rock in Edison format. Let's see, are any of these even have good attack stats? You'd have to play Beta. Ew. Was Jin legal? Yeah, but there's no way you're getting your Jins to add up to 8 conveniently. That's just not gonna happen. So these guys kind of suck. And like the fiends are a little bit better. I think you have Dark Blade. No, who is it? You have a couple 1800s. I think you have a 1900 fiend. Yeah, Archfiend Soldier. So you have a 1900 fiend, but you run a lot of risks. You run a lot of risks with that sort of thing. You could also just ignore the ritual summon angle of the deck, but I think having one contract is always worth it. And I do think that you don't need a third Dark Fusion. You could probably get away with just 2. I think having 5 ways to summon Evil Hero Dark Gaia is plenty. That's like a solid number with all the draw powers. But if you wanted to go an Advanced Ritual Art angle, I do believe Advanced Ritual Art gets you a better demise. Okay, I just want to go over some sideboarding stuff for you guys before I head out for the evening. But crucial stuff. Okay, Fossil Dyna protects you from Gores. Important to note. DDR helps you OTK. You just DDR back Gaia Plate, and then you use him to go for game. Mystical Space Typhoon helps versus back rows, Royal Oppression, that sort of thing. Forbidden Chalice is here specifically for your opponent's Fossil Dyna. So when you attack and your opponent's monster flips face up because of Evil Hero Dark Gaia, it says flip effects are not activated at this time. Fossil Dyna doesn't have a flip effect. It just says if this card is flip face up, but it's not a flip effect. So it will activate and it will cook your Dark Gaias if they set a Dyna. So when you attack with Dark Gaia, you want to have this Forbidden Chalice to be able to counter if they have Fossil Dyna, if they've sided against you. Prohibition is here for, this can name all sorts of things. It's usually going to name hand traps, so it's usually going to be naming Herald of Orange Light, Gores, or DD Crow. Herald of Orange Light will always trigger, or will always be able to negate Dark Gaia. You can pitch, because Dark Gaia in Edison format always activates even if your opponent doesn't control a monster. So just being able to name the hand trap that stops your OTK is pretty important. Trap Sun Decree, self-explanatory. Release from Stone, it's like another DDR. You could probably take this out. Dust Shoot, it helps against hand traps. But the sideboard is basically configured to beat the things that you lose to. The last thing I would consider maybe is Possess Dark Soul. You're going to have a few issues. Chalice does help a little bit with the dupe lock. You negate one of them, then you put them both in attack, and then you kill them through that. But you might want to consider a Possessed Dark Soul. It's a fiend, and it also helps you deal with the dupe lock, which is kind of nice. Greml's another rock. Yes, Greml also helps you against set Dyna. And it helps you deal with things like Christia or Vanity's Fiend, which may be stopping you from OTKing. So yeah. Definitely Forbidden Chalice, don't sleep on it in this deck. The Possessed Dark Soul, you probably want another little way to deal with the dupe lock. Dyna helps you there. Guardian makes it so it's difficult for them to get into the dupe lock. And then you can always hard summon Demise and just blow up the board. So it's not like super difficult to deal with, but it can be a little bit annoying. It might be worth having like a 1-card way of dealing with it. Alternatively, you could just side like generic good shit like Cyber Dragon, that sort of stuff, and probably get pretty decent results. But that's gonna be it for me today, guys. I think it's been a really fun stream. Thank you for everyone who tuned in, or thank you to everyone who tuned in. Make sure and drop a like while you're here, and I'll see you guys at RBET Santa Clara coming up. Peace.